When we have two quantitative variables, it's sometimes helpful to graph using a scatter plot. So these are bivariate relationships, two variables at the same time. So in a scatter plot, you graph one quantitative variable on the horizontal axis and then the other on the vertical axis. This helps us see relationships, correlations, associations. So as an example here, if we're given dose data, we could graph dose versus improvement in our cough experiment. So the honey dose versus the improvement score. So increasing dose, so this is the honey dose here. So increasing dose goes this way, and then the improvement scores are on the vertical, increasing improvement. And we notice here that this data, well, it looks like we've got like an outlier out here that's far away from the rest, but this data sort of channels from lower left to upper right. So as the honey dose increases, the improvement score also increases. Here's the control group here, dose versus improvement. So these guys were not getting any treatment, it's just a placebo. And we're seeing that this data is pretty random. We don't see any channel here that shows how one variable changes with the other variable. Now, when you graph this data, you're just doing XY ordered pairs here, and you can do this pretty easily in the TI-84. So these are the steps for a scatter plot from data. And just as an example here, let's do some ordered pairs here, say 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 6, and 8, 8. So we'll just do 4 ordered pairs, show you how to do that. So you will go to Stat and Edit, and you'll put two lists in here. So I'm going to clear this list, and then I'll put my X coordinates in one column and Y coordinates in the second list. So my X coordinates were 1, 2, 4, 8. So 1, 2, 4, 8. And then I arrow over to the second list, and I put my Y coordinates in 1, 4, 6, 8. So now I've got my information in there. So now I'm going to hit second Y equals to get a stat plot. So second Y equals, and plot 1 is on. So I want to make sure that plot 1 is on and not off like these guys. If it was off, you would just press enter here, and you would highlight. The off would be highlighted. You would highlight the on. And then we are doing a we're doing a scatter plot here, which is the first type. Right now the third type is highlighted. So go down to type. We're going to press enter to highlight the scatter plot. X list is in list 1. Right now it's telling Y list in list 3. We want list 2 there. So list 2 is the second function of 2. So we do second number 2, and now that's changed to list 2. I'm going to mark our points off with small squares instead of pluses or dots here. So, and then after you've selected your scatter plot and double check that you got list 1, list 2, then you can press graph. And let's see here, we've got a Y equal graph that we need to turn off. So let's clear that guy out of there, and now go ahead and graph. And we're not seeing all the data in here. So to get that inside the correct window, go to the window button, or I'm sorry, to the zoom button, and then do number 9, zoom stat. And there's our 4 points. And we're kind of seeing increasing or positive relationship there. And just a note here, if we had looked at, this is a positive correlation. As one variable increases, the other increases. If our data looks something like this, where you've got this channel that goes down and to the right, that means as X increases, your Y decreases. So that's a negative correlation. So positive correlation up here, negative correlation here, no correlation here. Just looks like random data there.